and last thing I'm going to apologise for is the wonky camera on the iPhone. Just as I went live, the iPhone's tilted. Okay, so it looks as if I'm going to slide away from the screen. Okay, yeah. So obviously you've just gone live actually now on YouTube as well. So fingers crossed if you're seeing me on YouTube, let's see your thumbs up. So I'm going to start. I'm just going to read out a few more comments, guys, just to see where you are in the world. So again, if you're watching this on YouTube, again, let me know where you are in the world. That'd be much appreciated. Karen Price is saying my almost 15-year-old wore the gloves before. Okay, oh cool. So Karen's saying that her son or daughter first of all wore the J4K gloves and then go for the Just for Keepers Academy, which is brilliant. Fantastic that you get J4K. Who's your goalkeeping coach, by the way, Karen? That'd be good to know. Stephen Payne is saying he's from North Yorkshire. Love the gloves, great value. Thank you, Stephen, much appreciated. Michael Hignett is saying hello, everyone. Hi, Michael Hignett. Hope you're well. Also, again, guys, when we start asking the questions, if I miss your question, because again, everyone's gone home here. I'm on my own with it being late. So if I miss your questions, just copy and paste and send it again. So we're going to get going in a minute, okay? Yeah. So whether you're on YouTube, okay, yeah, or Facebook, if somebody asks a goalkeeping question, especially for the guys who are consistently coming on now, again, please don't forget, please help each other, okay? So again, if you think you know an answer, help me to help the J4K community here. So if you know the answer to something, or even if you think you know a bit of the answer, okay, please make a comment to the person that's asked that question, okay? Remember, share the J4K love. That'd be much appreciated. Okay, as I say, so we've got Craig Jones from Newcastle. Hi, Craig. We've got Nikki Selwood from Cornwall. Hi, Nikki. Good to see you. Good to have you on. Sorry, Nikki. What was it? Devon and Cornwall is a place that I love. I think I'll end up living in Cornwall sometime this year, maybe. We are looking at properties in Devon and Cornwall. We've got Carlos Hanks from Liverpool, fella Scouser. You okay, Carlos? Hope you're fitting well. I'm presuming you're a Scouser, Carlos, but if you're living in Liverpool, no matter what, you'll be a Scouser. We've got Tony Ravenscourt from Ellesmere Port, which is obviously literally just down the road from Liverpool. Some of the best sessions that I ever done, Tony was actually in Little Sutton High School by Ellesmere Port, which used to be amazing. Gary King saying, I'm an Argyle fan, usually listen on iFollow, but this is more important, so Sky Sports news is now on, okay? It's good to know that what I'm saying here is important. Appreciate that, Chris. Gary. Okay, so we're going to get rocking and rolling now. We've obviously got some people coming on from YouTube as well, which is good. Let's have a thumbs up. So before I get into the main session, guys, I just want to say, so this is Facebook, this is YouTube. Okay, so use guys on YouTube. So Ghostman, what gloves do you recommend for the 12-year-olds? Okay, hi, I'm from Israel. Ghostman, I will ask that question later. Is it Akaviva Becker? Hi, I'm from Israel. Wow. Good to have you all the way from Israel. I'll answer the questions later on. That'd be good, guys. Just let me know where you're from at the moment. That'll be much appreciated. So, going to get into it now. If this is the first time you've seen me live with Just for Keepers, guys, okay, I just very quickly speak about a goalkeeping topic. Okay, yeah. And then also as well, I give you guys an opportunity to ask your goalkeeping questions. And the ones that participate the most or ask the best question, you will get a free pair of gloves. Now, because I'm on my own here tonight, probably the ones that answer the most questions, guys, you'll probably stick in my mind more because I've got no one to pass the buck to and get them to choose the goalkeeping gloves, if that makes sense. What was it? So, before I get rocking and rolling into it, okay, Sarah Newmack, okay, is that our Sarah, my niece? If that's so, that might be Sarah, my niece. If that is, I hope you're well, Sarah. I hope the children are good. Yep, so hi to Sarah, my niece. I'm sure that's you, Sarah. Okay, right. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, especially for the keepers and the parents that have come on regularly, I don't really want to be answering the same questions all the time. So if you ask a question here tonight, that I've answered maybe 2 or 3 times before. I'll answer it pretty quickly, but I'll send you to a link on a website if that's okay, guys, okay? So please watch out for the links that I'm going to send on the website. Again, also, please make sure as well, if you see a goalkeeping question and you think you can help, please, please, please help, okay? We're all here to help each other. No one's going to laugh or complain at your answer. The last 4 or 5 live videos we've been doing, everyone's been fantastic helping each other. So please help each other and answer the question. Last thing I'm going to say as well, okay, yeah, so if someone helps you, give them a thumbs up, maybe give them a love as an appreciation. Also, if you know a goalkeeper friend or a parent of a goalkeeper, can you please make sure that you share this live video right now? Because they'll probably be watching something crap like Coronation Street or EastEnders, so they might as well watch my big fat head. For you guys around the world, for you guys in the USA, Coronation Street and EastEnders is just some sad soap that's on the TV. That I'm very proud to say I've never watched one series in all my life of Coronation Street and EastEnders. So before I start answering everyone's questions here, guys, on YouTube and Facebook, the topic of the question today is about the emails that I've been sending out this week about goalkeeper scholarships. Okay, I won't speak too long about it. Okay, yeah, because I actually only have 30 minutes left here, guys. Now I know I say that I'll do 30 minutes and I end up doing anywhere between 60 and 90 minutes. Guys, I generally have got about 30 minutes left here, so I'll try my best. Okay, I'll try my best to obviously finish within the 30 minutes. So I'm going to speak about the goalkeeper scholarships first, guys. Actually, before I speak about the goalkeeper scholarships, I'm actually going to put a bit of a notice out on the Facebook and send an email out. For the people that follow J4K, you know that we're getting trolled a lot now. There's a lot of people, let's say, they're jealous of the J4K success. I think also as well, I cheese off a lot of other glove companies because I tell the truth about goalkeeping gloves and I help mums and dads and goalkeepers save money. And obviously that annoys the competition because obviously they want to continue charging the 70, 80, 90 pounds for the goalkeeping gloves that are basically not worth it. So obviously I've got a few enemies by being honest and helping you guys save money. And obviously we've been getting trolled a lot. I've said obviously, not only have we been trolled, my wife and my 2 daughters have actually been threatened. Believe it or not, one of my daughters is 10 years of age. This is how low these guys are. But what's happening the past couple of days, the trolling's gone even on another level now, guys, to the point now where they're actually ringing up the J4K phone number, and then actually when the guys in the office are saying hello, what these sad so-and-sos are doing is then just leaving the phone off the hook. So it's obviously making it very difficult for obviously our genuine customers to get through, which is obviously a bit annoying. But as I say, apparently today, Ash, who deals with the UK office, she said that she's had about 50 crank phone calls today. So they've now gone offline because what's happening online, when they've been making their comments, it's obvious that they're not a genuine J4K disgruntled customer. Because I'll be honest with you, are we perfect? No. Do we make mistakes? Of course we do. Do we have unhappy customers? Of course we do, like everyone else. We're not perfect. But everyone knows the difference between a customer who's genuinely unhappy and someone who's just blatantly being an idiot online. So again, thanks to all you guys for obviously commenting and obviously basically laughing at these idiots online. But what's happened is because they're now getting attacked online by you guys, which I really do appreciate, they're now turning their attention to obviously picking up the phone. And actually some of these guys, believe it or not, they're actually fathers of children. Come on, guys. If you're a father, please be a good example for your children. Dear me, you should be doing better things than making childish comments. You should be a much better example. But as I say, what's happening, guys? These have now started to go onto the phone calls, etc., and they're trying to block our lines. So obviously, we're doing something right for you guys by obviously having all this unwanted attention, so we say. But hey, life is life. We'll get on with it. We'll laugh our way through it. So I'm going to put a notice out, and basically all I'm going to be saying to genuine J4K customers, if you can't get hold of, so basically to get hold of our customer service, you can either obviously go to the website, email, there'll be instant chat. By the way, the trolls are on the instant chat now as well, believe it or not, trying to clog up the instant chat. But also we've got our phone number. So what we do, we've actually got a mobile phone number now on the website. So what you can do now, if you can't get through, because obviously what I've actually told the guys to do in the office is, look, not answer the phone. If someone wants to ring, if a genuine customer wants to contact us, they'll leave a message. And also asking for you to do, if it's a genuine customer, just leave your name, just leave your name, your email address, and your order number. And then what will happen then, and obviously your contact number, and then the guys in the office will get back to you because they'll know they can check your name, check your order number, they know it's a genuine customer, and we'll get back. Or you can WhatsApp or text. So there's still several ways to get through to get through, guys. Okay, but all it is for the ones that are trying to get through on the phone. As I say, what these guys are now trying to do, they're trying to deliberately basically clog the phone up, if that makes sense. So again, leave a message or WhatsApp or text message and say, hey guys, my name's Ray Newland, my order number is 12345, here's my contact number. And then once the guys know that you're genuine, obviously they'll ring you back. But again, we do apologise, as I say, it's not going to last forever, as I say, but we do apologise for any inconvenience. But as I say, we're obviously doing something right for cheesing these people off. But yeah, these guys just need to obviously get a life. Okay, so before I start answering the questions as well, I sent a few emails this week and my email has exploded. Okay, so if you're interested in getting a college scholarship over in the United States, so whether you are living out of the United States and you want to get over, or you're currently living in the United States and you want to use your goalkeeping talents to gain a college scholarship, we've got something very exciting to say. Just for keepers, we're actually setting something up completely free of charge. It sounds like I heard of other organisations are charging between $2,000 and $3,000 for what we're going to be doing completely free of charge. Okay, yeah. And basically what that is we're going to showcase your goalkeeping talent. So if you're between the ages of say 14 and 19 years of age, we just need like a 5-minute video from yourself. So I'll put a link in the comments box here, guys. Okay, yeah. Then all you got to do is follow that link. There'll be another video from me, so you get to see my big fat head again. There'll be another video from me, and I'll just explain what it's all about. Obviously, what you need to do, you'll then just need to put your name and email address in the box, and then that will put you onto our email list, so you can find out about goalkeeper scholarship. And what we're going to be doing is creating a website where you can upload your videos. And then what we're going to do on your behalf is then contact colleges throughout the United States and showcase your goalkeeping talent completely free of charge. And again, we're doing that as an appreciation for all the support that you guys give ourselves, because we get asked 2-3 times a week easily, hey Ray, hey J4K, how can you help me gain a college scholarship? And to me, I think this is the best way to do it, by allowing you to showcase, as they say, a picture says 1,000 words, a video is 10,000 words. So what we do is we allow you to upload your videos completely free of charge, and then we will pay to advertise the website. And I will guarantee, whether it's 1 week after we launch, or it's 2 weeks or 2 months after we launch, someone on our free showcase will end up getting a college scholarship somewhere. Okay, so yeah. So again, if you're interested, I'm actually going to put the link now. I'm going to put the link. I'm going to put the link now. Yes. Oh, come on, Ray. Sorry, guys. So I'm going to put the link here in Facebook. So if you're interested in a college scholarship, guys, come on. Sorry, guys, I don't know what's happening here. Okay, for some reason my comments, I can't comment, so I've no idea what's happening here. So. Okay, it's working now. Okay, so for some reason all the comments and posting here is quite slow. What's going on here? Okay, so it looks like Dan Brown is saying, even Ray. Hi Dan, you okay? Good to see you. Daddy Potter Darren. Okay. Okay, so brilliant. It's actually gone off. Okay, so brilliant. So I'll put the link in there, guys. Technology. So I'll put the link in there. So if you're interested in the goalkeeper scholarship, I'll put the link in there now, guys. Okay, yeah. So rather than me waffle on about a goalkeeper scholarship, go to the link, put your email details in, and you'll get more. You'll get more information. Okay. So I don't know what's happening here to I'll try and put the link in YouTube as well if I can with a bit of luck. Cool, I'll put the link in YouTube as well a couple of times. So you guys on YouTube, you're watching. So that's Facebook, by the way, this is YouTube, okay? So you guys on YouTube, let's see a thumbs up, okay? Yeah, I've only got one thumbs up and there's a lot more of you on. So share the J4K love. Let's see those thumbs. Come on, let's see those thumbs. Right, okay, so we spoke about the scholarship, okay, yeah, which was pretty cool. So I'm gonna start answering questions now. Okay, so Jodie Robinson saying, my daughter started a goalkeeper scholarship on August and we had to pay £2,000 for what you're offering for free. Yeah, Jodie, you're right. I mean, it's absolutely disgusting. I mean, literally £2,000. I mean, I've actually known someone who actually paid $3,000. Actually, I think it was $3,500. And basically, all these guys are doing, you're doing all the hard work and doing the videos, and all these guys are doing is emailing the colleges and saying, hey, check this video out. I don't need to be the bearer of bad news, Jodie. You could have done that yourself. But look, if you don't know, you don't know. So don't worry about that. But as I say, Jodie, you're right. There's a lot of people charging a lot of money for this. Now, obviously, we've been asked to do the outfielding as well, but we're only going to be focusing on goalkeeping because obviously that's what we're focused on, goalkeeping. But you're right, Jodie. I mean, thank you for sharing that. I mean, £2,000 is an absolute disgrace. For trying to help some young goalkeeper achieve their dreams, £2,000 is a disgrace. Now, look, we can understand if you're maybe going to charge £500, for example, because at the end of the day, people have got to pay the bills, they've got to eat, etc. So I do understand that some people might have to charge. That's fine. That's life. But honestly, £500 is still a lot. So £2,000 is ridiculous, to be honest with you. Yeah, okay, so but thanks for saying that, Jodie. So again, I'm going to be reading the questions now off YouTube and Facebook, guys, okay, yeah. So again, please remember to keep sharing. And again, if I miss your question, I've not ignored you. I'm on my own here. Everyone's gone home for the night. So if I miss you, if I missed the question, just copy and paste, send it again, and I will get round to it. Okay. So Lee Miller saying, how can I help my son gain height in his diving? Okay, so really good question, actually, Lee. Now, so sometimes you've got to go outside of goalkeeping to master a certain technique. Now, I forgot what it's called now. I've seen it. I think it's called the jump manual. The jump manual. I think it's called the jump manual. And it's actually to do with basketball, really. So what these guys do, obviously, because in basketball everyone wants to do the slam dunk. So obviously you can see how high basketball players jump. Obviously, apart from the ones who are already 8'10", but a lot of basketball players, they're jumping 3 foot off the floor because they've obviously got certain techniques to help them with the spring. So first of all, if you've got a goalkeeping coach, Lee, I'd be saying to your goalkeeping coach, look, what can you do to help my child improve their spring? Now, I can't explain over the video, but if your goalkeeping coach knows what they're doing, they should be able to tell you. However, I strongly recommend that you do things. So if you want to improve your jump, your son or daughter, I forgot what it was now, they've got to be doing something every single day. Don't think by going to your goalkeeping coach once or twice a week it's going to improve. You've got to be doing it for 10, 15 minutes every single day. So what I would recommend you doing, as I say, is go, I think it's called a jump manual. It's like $20 or something like that. And that teaches you how to jump. So that's something that I would do, Lee, as well. Sometimes you've got to look outside of goalkeeper training. But ask your goalkeeping coach, but also make sure you do something on your own. Again, and don't necessarily have to look in goalkeeping, as I say. I'll give you an example. A lot of goalkeepers ask me how to punch. And obviously, again, your goalkeeper can show you how to punch, but again, it's something that you should be doing on your own as well. But if you're on your own in your back garden or your backyard and you're learning to punch, it can be a bit boring, so to speak. So I actually looked outside of goalkeeping what other sports, and that's actually on the website. I've just not really had time to promote it yet. But basically, what it is, guys, it's like a headband, an elastic band, and there's a tennis ball on the end of it, and I think it's like £10 or something like that. I can't remember now. And all it is, it's on an elastic band, and it's what boxers use for coordination for the punch. So again, it's something that I think, can help some, if someone wants to improve the coordination of the punching, put this headband on, elastic band, tennis ball at the end, and just obviously just learn to punch to get to coordination. And again, it's just about looking outside of goalkeeping training, if that makes sense. So I hope that answers your question anyway, Lee. Okay. Okay, David Morris, brilliant. Okay, David Morris is saying these other devices to. I think I missed that, Dave. That was brilliant. That answer, David. Can you put that again? I think David said these other devices he could use. Did you say that you used a skiing device, which I think is brilliant, David? That's exactly what I was saying. You can actually look at other sports as well. That can help you obviously with your goalkeeping. So we can put that again, Dave. That was brilliant. Tegan, Jamie. Gingy Olaf is saying, I hate corners, can't stand them, got any tips? Yeah, don't stand in the corner, okay? It's just practice, Jane. If there's anything that you don't like in goalkeeping, it's a repetition. You just, in training, just get, again, ideally always have someone there to tell you where you should be standing, etc. But if you don't like a particular technique or you don't particularly like doing something with your goalkeeping, just honestly, for 10 minutes, so when you finish your training session, 10, 15 minutes, just do it over and over and over and over and over again. I'll guarantee if you do it long enough, you won't fear it anymore. Hey, Jamie saying jokes. Yep, I try my best with my jokes, Jamie. Not the best sometimes. Okay, so I'm actually now on YouTube, and Owen is saying, is 15 too late for starting goalkeeping? Any pros start later or same age? The answer to that question, Owen, is no. 15 years of age is not too old. Far from it. Pardon the cliche, but there's a saying: if you're good enough, you're good enough. And you normally find a lot of the best players actually come into the game very, very late. Even though that I was a professional goalkeeper, I actually played centre back until I was 15 years of age. So I actually started playing in goal when I was 15, and I ended up becoming a professional when I was 19, I think it was. But especially in goalkeeping, again, I might get these wrong, but I think like Nigel Martin, who's not playing anymore, but he was a fantastic goalkeeper. I think he started playing when he was like 22 years of age or something like that, or he started playing competitive at 22 years of age. But these loads of success stories, Owen, where these professional players started very, very late. So at 15, no, it's not too late, but you've got a lot of catching up to do. So if you want to become a professional at 15, you've got to be training every night. It's not once or twice a week. It's got to be every night, seriously. You've got to do more than the average. Owen saying, thank you for your help. Pleasure, Owen. That's what I'm here for. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to go back to... Okay, Owen, again, I'll answer. I'll continue with Owen there. Owen was saying, what's the first thing to do to get on the path to hopefully becoming a professional football player or soccer player? The best thing to do is seek out coaches that can help you. I know that sounds a bit obvious, but seek out coaches that have got contacts, okay? It's very important that you get a coach that is a good coach, so can develop you, but has also got the contacts, okay? So there's no point going to an amazing coach if they've got no contacts to help you. The world is full of, unfortunately, sad stories where a player has gone to a coach, been with that coach for 4 or 5 years, even though the coach has been very good, but the coach has got no contacts, it's going to be difficult, okay? So just make sure that you go to a coach that has got the contacts. And normally how you find a coach that's got the contacts as well. Also see the results that the coach has got as well. So again, I get mums and dads asking me, hey Ray, my son or daughter is at such and such a soccer club or football club, and I don't think the goalkeeping coach is teaching them the right things. What can I do? Now, unless I see that goalkeeping coach, I don't know whether or not they're doing a good or bad job. So I always advise mums and dads to say, just look at the results the goalkeeping coach has had for past students. So, for example, if you're going to a goalkeeping coach and that goalkeeping coach has helped many goalkeepers gain college scholarships, get professional contracts, you're with the right goalkeeping coach, because not only is he or she developing their students, you've got the contacts to put them on the first rung of the ladder. But if you're with a goalkeeping coach and you've got no success whatsoever to point to, me personally, then to me that's alarm bells. Because why aren't you? Because even a mediocre goalkeeping coach with a few contacts, you should be. If they've got a goalkeeper with good talent, they should be giving them some type of opportunity. So always look at what past results your goalkeeper coach or outfielder coach. What past results? Oh, jeez. Sorry, guys. It's like everyone seems to ring when on the iPhone when I go live. I don't get any phone calls all day, and then it rings when I'm live. Okay, so Andrea Rhodes is saying, Ray, my son is a fan of penalties. It's his favourite thing, and he has saved everyone so far in matches. Well, but his top corner saves need help. What's best to improve it? Okay, so Andrea, so first of all, it's great that your son enjoys penalties. That's really good. So if you've got confidence in the penalties, come on. Sorry, guys. Someone keeps ringing me. What was it? Yeah. So your son likes penalties, Andrew. That's fantastic, brilliant. Because obviously, if he's got confidence in the penalties, the penalty taker will see the confidence that your son's got, and that will obviously put the edge towards your son. Also, I'm a fan. Oh. Come on, mate. Sorry, guys. Someone keeps ringing me. It's probably the same trolls that's been ringing the head office in the UK. So basically, what was I going to say to them? So if your son likes penalties, Andrew, that's fantastic. Also, as well, I was going to say yeah, I'm a massive believer. Sorry, guys, with this person ringing me through me. I'm a believer that if you, as a goalkeeper, the pressure is never on us. Because the penalty taker is expected to score, the pressure is always on the penalty taker. So as a goalkeeper, I never really felt any pressure with penalties. If I saved it, fantastic. It was a hurdle. If he scored, obviously not really expected. So I always felt as if it was win-win for me, unless they scored. But Andy was saying as well, obviously he wants to dive. Obviously, he wants to be able to dive more in the top corners. And again, that will be down to your goalkeeping coach, Andrea. If you've got a goalkeeping coach, or go onto YouTube. If you've not got a goalkeeping coach, or your goalkeeping coach is actually not helping your son with their spring, go onto YouTube. Honestly, at one time I wouldn't have recommended going onto YouTube, but now there's some really good goalkeeping training channels on YouTube. I don't know them off the top of my head, but if you put in, how to dive top corner, how to leap better as a goalkeeper, you'll find a few good goalkeeping coaches there now. And again, what I really advise you to do is to take on what these guys do. Watch what these guys do on YouTube and then do it on your own, okay? With your son, he watches YouTube and then all he needs is a good server, if that makes sense. So whether that's yourself, Andrea, whether that is, a father, a friend, as I say, once you watch the YouTube videos, go and do it on your own in the back garden, if that makes sense. So, okay. Yeah, Jamie Oliver saying YouTube training videos are really helpful. Yeah, they are. As I say, you just got to be a bit careful, Jamie, because obviously some goalkeeping coaches, I see what they're doing on YouTube, and I'm like, what are they doing? What are they trying to teach here? But I say there's some on there and absolutely amazing, to be honest with you. So I think once you find 2 or 3 good goalkeeping coaches on there, just go to their channels and just keep watching the good goalkeeping coach. Okay, so I love this. Jerome Johnson, amazing question. You know what? I forgot about this. I used to say this all the time, Jerome. Jerome's saying, should a goalkeeper play for a good team or a bad team? Now, for me personally, I'm going to answer that in a couple of ways. I actually think he should play for a good team and a bad team, Jerome. So when I played as a youngster, I used to play for the top of a team that was always like first, second, or third. So I used to do that I think it was a Sunday, and the Saturday team, I made sure this is actually when I started playing in goal. And I forgot who gave me this tip now. I was actually a scout at the time for Tranmere Rovers, which is a professional team in England. And basically, it was his name. I think his name was Jed. And he said, "Look, Ray," he said, "find the worst team you can." He says, because if you want to become a professional goalkeeper, you don't want to be playing for a team that wins 10-0 every single week. Because what's the point? You've got nothing to do. Because when you get to an age where you're competing for professional, if you've not been under the cosh, you're not going to be able to handle the pressure when you try to become a professional goalkeeper. And it was the best advice everyone ever gave me. And thankfully for my dad, he used to take me every weekend. So I used to play for the worst team possible on a Saturday. And we honestly, when I went to them, they were getting beat maybe say 12-0 or 12-2. Then I went to them and they were getting beat 6 or 7. So every week I was like making 10 saves. We were still getting stuffed. But I was getting the practice. But then on the Sunday, I played for the better team. So I was getting used to playing in a team and getting used to winning. So in my mind, the good team was sort of my practice to being in a team that was winning. The bad team was basically my training. Obviously, I never told this to I never said this to the football club, but that was my training. And honestly, true story. When I was in secondary school, there was a goalkeeper. I won't mention his name. Really nice lad, to be fair. Really nice lad. But he always played for the best teams on the Saturday and Sunday. He always played for the best teams, and I was jealous of him, to be honest with you, because he was playing for like Liverpool schoolboys at the time, and he was like the main goalkeeper. I wanted to play for our school team. He was in my school team, but because he was that good, or because he played for the so-called big teams, and he was at Liverpool, he used to get into it, and he was a monster guy as well. By the way, he was massive. He was like 6'4", I think, when he was like 3 years old. Anyway, long story short, he played for all the good teams. He played for Liverpool boys, which was a good team. So he went through 4 or 5 years of playing and not having any shots to save. So I was learning my trade. And what happened then, we were both in school. I had to play right back because I couldn't get in the team. And I always felt I was a better goalkeeper than him. But because he played for Liverpool schoolboys, I never got a chance. Anyway, long story short, when we got to the age of where it mattered, 18, 19 years of age, when you're up against it, you're up against the pressure, you've got to perform. To me, I could handle the pressure because I had 4 or 5 years of being in crap teams, if that makes sense. So when I had the pressure, I could handle it. So I went on to become professional. And unfortunately for this other guy, he's a lovely lad. I don't want to knock him, but what happened is he couldn't handle the pressure. So what happened is he just completely disappeared overnight. So to answer that question, if you can, I would definitely try to get in a good team so you get into the habit of winning, and I'd get into the worst team possible, and I would look at that just as an extension of your training, and I wouldn't care less if you let 20 in. Okay, oh geez, sorry guys. Me. Oh. Sorry guys, someone keeps ringing. So I hope that helps, Jerome. Right guys, I've got 9 minutes left, and then I'm going to pick a winner. Okay, I'm going to pick a winner, guys. Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay, so Darren Parker is saying, best thing I ever did was start at the bottom, then the only way is up. No, Darren, you're spot on. I agree, mate. You're spot on, Darren. You know, these guys that, and again, don't take my word for it. Look at how many players are playing for like professional academies, or they're playing for their ODP program if you're over in the United States. And they, you know, at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, they're getting all the glory by being at a professional football academy, or they're being in the ODP programs. But what happens when they get to 15, 16, 17? They disappear. Because what happens is, that's when the pressure's on, that's when you've got to perform, that's when it matters. Not when you're 12 or 13, or 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It doesn't matter then. When you're chasing that professional contract or trying to gain a college scholarship, it's when you're like 17, 18, 19 years of age. That's when you've got to perform. So again, don't take my word for it. Just look at the many players, goalkeepers and outfielders that have played for all the top clubs at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then disappear. You never hear from them again. But these players who were nobodies in other people's minds, they were playing in crappy teams. They were like what Darren said. They started from the beginning. They were learning their trade. They had more touches of the ball, or more saves of the ball if they were the goalkeeper. They had more practice. So what happens? When the time matters, they could perform, they could handle the pressure, and because they had more touches of the ball, they could perform better than these so-called superstars. You know, so again, just think about what we're saying here, as I say. So I think what you're saying is spot on, Darren. I really agree with that. Start off at the beginning. It doesn't matter about, honestly, how many adults are listening to this now and you won trophies when you were 8, 9, 10, 11 years of age? I don't get me wrong, it's great to win trophies, okay? But where are they now? Probably like where my trophies are, in the loft, in my mum's house. So as I say, it's not, to me, it's not about trophies, it's about enjoying yourself, the first thing. That's the main thing, enjoying yourself. That's definitely, and it doesn't matter, I'll be honest with you, if you win or lose, you just need to learn your trade if you want to become professional or gain a college scholarship. Okay, Tony Ravenscroft is saying, hi Ray, any updates on donating old new equipment? Yeah, so Tony's asking, is there any updates on donating old equipment? So hopefully the website should be live. I know I keep saying this, guys. Tony, can you email me or drop me a message in the next couple of days to say, hey Ray, when are you getting this website live? Once the website goes live, we'll show you how you can donate all your old stuff, okay? And then what happens is, if you donate all your old soccer gear or your football gear, J4K will give you a big discount as a thank you. And then what happens then, guys, is we send all the donated football gear or soccer gear, if you're over in the USA, we send that all over the world. And again, as I say, if you're on the last live video that I did, for us, when we get our old soccer gear, to us it's like, oh, we'll just throw it in the skip. It's nothing, and that's how I used to think. I'll just throw my old soccer gear in the skip, because you think it's worthless. But what happens is, we've been sending it to other countries. So I'll give you an example. Kenya, the donated gear that they've managed to turn that into a bit of a mini business, and it's helping send children to schools in Kenya. It's helping children to get out of slums in the Kenya area. It's actually helping people build homes in Kenya, believe it or not, and in other parts of Africa. So again, yeah, you don't realise the impact the stuff that we're going to throw away. You don't realise the impact that it will have around the world. We also send it to people in need in the UK and the USA, by the way, as well. It's not just in Africa, So obviously, if people contact us and say, hey, we need, what was it? We obviously, we're desperate for stuff, we're desperate for gear, but we'll send it for anyone's. Well, Tony, thank you for reminding me. I'll email the web developer after this live chat, and I'll basically say, hey, hurry up with the website. And once the website goes live, Tony, or anyone else who's interested in donating the gear, it'll all be self-explanatory. Got Barry Twin saying, hi Barry, hope you're fitting well. Barry is the J4K coach in Norfolk. Barry, if you can have a look, there's been a few people on from Norfolk here tonight. So guys, if you're still on from Norfolk, check Barry Twin out there. He runs his goalkeeping schools all over Norfolk. So check him out. So Andrea Rota saying her son's team donate all their things at the end of the season. Brilliant, Andrea. You don't realise, Andrea, guys, just the impact you can have helping other people by donating clothes or football boots or football cleats, what you guys say over in the USA. You just no idea the impact it can have helping other people. And Darren Parker saying, always better to pass it on rather than bin it. You never know who you may help. Again, Darren, spot on. Two things you said tonight, Darren, which you agree with. What was it? You're right. It was better to pass it on to someone, than put it in the bin. Who was that saying? What was it? Someone was saying that I'm going to be on all night. You're right. Guys, I'm going to be on for 5 more minutes and I'll finish. We've got Anthony Dean on here. Hi, Anthony. I'm sorry I couldn't answer my phone to Anthony on Skype. I'm on Facebook Live. You can see, as you can see here, Anthony. And I said I'll be on for 30 minutes, but I'm still on here. But guys, Anthony Dean, he runs J4K Essex. Anthony's been with J4K now for probably 11 years now, Anthony. So if you're in and around like Romford area, Essex, Southend, Cheltenham, look out for Anthony Dean. Drop Anthony Dean a message. He's live now. Cannot recommend Anthony enough. Fantastic goalkeeping coach, great guy, and he's helped a lot of goalkeepers develop their goalkeeping career. Okay, guys, I've got enough for 3 more questions, okay? And then I'll move on. We've got the Jaguar Club. Hi, that's the Jaguar Club. Hi, guys. It's the Jaguar Club. They're based in, is it Dubai or Abu Dhabi? You guys are in. So it's good to have you guys from Dubai. Okay, so Danny Robbins is saying, Ray, what is the best advice to give to his son because he's parrying the ball all the time, and you would like to get him to hold the ball. Okay, yeah. So yeah, it's a good question, Danny. Especially young goalkeepers, obviously, because they've not got confidence in the hands. It's easy for them to parry away. And again, pardon the cliche, Danny, it's just repetition. So what I would do, I assure you, Danny, if you did this for just 10 minutes a night, I'll guarantee within 1 month you'll see a difference. All it is repetition. So literally just stand, 5 or 6 yards away from your son and just basically throw the ball. And obviously anything above the chin, or in my case, chins, obviously thumbs together. And anything below your chin, again, if you can, obviously, the cup technique, so to speak, or whatever technique you want to call it. So again, so just practice this technique. Again, you said about holding it. Forget what I said there. Sorry, dodgy coach. So again, you want him to catch it. Okay, yeah. So throw the ball into his face all the time, into his face. If you give him a bad throw and it goes below your chin, make sure he's not trying to catch it like this. Make sure it's here. So he's got all this to stop, and obviously he cups the ball. But it's repetition, Dan. So again, just honestly do it for 10 minutes a night. If he's going to get, like, say 200-300 shots, or 200 throws at you a night, and you do that for 30 days, I will guarantee you'll see a massive improvement. And again, what you do is you start off very light, and then what happens then? Start about 5 or 6 yards away, and stay about 5 or 6 yards away, Dan. So start very light, and then go for 1 minute light. Give him a break. Obviously, give him like a breather. Then go back again, and then go slightly harder, Dan. And then give your son a breather again, and then go a bit harder again. And the last one, obviously, you obviously know how hard you should and shouldn't throw it, and then just put a bit of pace behind it. And again, if your son drops it, just encourage him. Just say, "Don't worry. Next shot matters." Okay, remember, you've obviously you've probably seen the book. Next shot matters. 1 sec. So again, apologies for the guys that have seen this many times. Next shot matters. If you want a free copy, if you want a free copy of this, guys, Next Shot Matters. Okay, yeah. If you want a free copy of the ebook, put in a message, and I'll show you the link where you can get a free copy of Next Shot Matters. And that's what that's all about, Dan. That book's all about, if you drop the ball, the next shot matters. If that makes sense. Yeah, great point as well, Dan. So additionally, what Dan was saying there, guys, it's not just about throwing the ball and saying good save. It's about coaching your son along the way as well, Dan. So again, as I say, it's about, if he's catching the ball, obviously like he should be above his chin, give him encouragement. Okay, if he catches the ball like this, here, again, you've got to say, hey, no, it's got to be here. So 100%, yeah, you've got to be making sure if he does make not a mistake, but if he doesn't do it the right technique, just say, hey, listen, this is what you should be doing. Catching it here or catching it here, like so, but no, spot on, Dan. Okay, I've got room for 2 more questions, guys. Okay, yeah, because for some reason my laptop is freezing. I don't mean freezing cold, I mean it's freezing. Okay, I'm going to answer 2 more questions. One here on YouTube and then on Facebook, guys. Okay, Craig Francis Jones is saying, I encourages the kids to enjoy football first, as I find the grassroots seem to be competitive a bit too early in the northeast, seem to be faded up. So what Craig's saying there, guys, is going on to what we were saying before about where they were saying about playing in a good team or a bad team. What Craig says is that he encourages the kids to enjoy football first. I agree 1,000,000%, Craig. It's about enjoyment, because I've normally found, especially to be honest with you, over the thousands of goalkeepers I've trained over the years, especially the ones that we've helped. Myself and J4K, we've helped thousands get to professional clubs and helped them get college scholarships. Believe it or not, it's the ones that enjoy themselves, that they're the ones that make it. The ones that are all too stressed, they're the ones that eventually drift away, because they actually stop enjoying it. And sad to say as well, for the most part, it's actually the parents that puts that pressure on them. You've got to do better, you've got to do this. Instead of saying, hey, just come enjoy yourself. If you make a mistake, so what? Just when you go in training, put it right, who cares? Hey, you're only 10, you're only 12, you're only 14, just go and enjoy yourself. Hey, we don't care. Hey, if the coach moans at you, we'll just put you in another team. And if you've got that attitude, go and enjoy it. I'm like that with my children. Listen, as long as you enjoy it, long as you try your best, that's what you can do. Don't worry. And we normally find that the goalkeepers over the years, the ones that enjoy themselves and don't have the pressure on themselves, they're the ones that actually go on to the higher levels. The ones that are intense, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. They burn themselves out. So be careful of that, especially mums and dads, yeah. Okay, so Tony Ravensthorpe is saying, someone, I missed it there, someone said, win, lose or draw, just have fun. Whoever said that, spot on, I agree 1,000,000%. Especially if you're, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 years of age, win, draw, or enjoy yourself. Now, if you're in the Premiership, it's different, isn't it, guys? Yeah. But hey, when you're young, just enjoy it. Okay, guys, so I'm going to get ready to pick the winner now. Because again, as I say, I've gone on far too long. So again, I appreciate obviously staying on late with me here. Obviously, I know these people all around the world. I'm not too sure, obviously, where you're from. Jodie Robinson saying, my daughter is quite small, but she doesn't have any problems. She's as good as all the big ones. I agree, Jodie. One of the things that really used to annoy me is we don't actually get the phone calls as much now, sadly, in the UK, because there's that many foreign goalkeeping coaches in the UK now. They actually use their contacts, but like many years ago with Jake, well, only a few years ago, when there was more English goalkeeping coaches, we would get phone calls, honestly, like every day from academy saying, hey Ray, we're looking for a goalkeeper. And what used to really annoy me, Jodie, is that they used to say, hey Ray, we need a 12-year-old goalkeeper that is good enough for our academy. Can you recommend a good goalkeeper? And I used to say, yeah, I recommend obviously this goalkeeper. And then then the next thing is, how big are they? How big's the mum and dad? How big's the nan? How big are the nan and granddad? How big is the dog? How big's the cat? I'm like, whoa, hold on a minute. You asked me if I had a goalkeeper that's good enough for your academy. This goalkeeper is good enough for your academy. And they're like, no, we got to, how big? I'm like, listen, you've asked how good. The goalkeeper's big enough. You should drive me crazy. I'm a firm believer, Jodie, and everyone else, if you're good enough, you're big enough. And again, unfortunately, if you're a small goalkeeper, I'm sad to say, unfortunately, most coaches, you're going to have to impress them. Okay, then if you're 6'5" and a proper unit, they're going to be like, wow, this guy looks amazing. If you're small, obviously, they're not going to give that attention. That makes sense. So you've got to do it with your performance. And again, you look at all the successful small goalkeepers that have played over the years. These hundreds of them. Okay, so again, but obviously there's certain things. For example, if you're only 5'11" and you're competing against someone who's 6'4", but you can jump 2 feet higher than them, all of a sudden that's a leveler. Okay, so I'm a firm believer, if you're good enough, you're big enough. And obviously what you're saying about your daughter Jodie, she's obviously good enough, which is cool. So Gary King is saying he's only 5'10", but I can get into the corners when it matters. Yeah, Gary, I mean, I remember a goalkeeper, Plymouth Argyle supporters, if you're still on, there's a goalkeeper called Alan Nichols. So when I was at Plymouth, I was the #1 goalkeeper. I was 21 at the time, and Alan Nichols come in as an 18-year-old goalkeeper, and he was probably 4 or 5 inches smaller than me, but just an amazing goalkeeper. Literally he could leap 5 foot in the air. He would have played for England, but unfortunately he died on a motorbike accident. He was crazy. He was a crazy guy behind the wheel of a car or anything that was fast. But total amazing goalkeeper. Unfortunately for me, he was my competition. And sometimes you got to hold your hands up and go, you know what, the better guy was playing, and that was the case with Alan. So obviously what Gary was saying there, yeah, if you're 5'10" and you can jump 2 foot higher than somebody 6'4", you've always got a chance. Okay, so I'm going to pick the winner now. I'm going to do one more question, guys. Okay, yeah. So again, just before we pick the winner, guys, let's have some thumbs up. Let's have some hearts. Hopefully you enjoyed it, guys. Okay, yeah. Again, what would really appreciate. Okay, yeah. I'm actually going to be going away on holiday for the next week. I'll try and go live while I'm on holiday. Well, it's actually a busman's holiday, by the way. So I'm actually going to be coaching. I'm going to be going somewhere very nice. Phil Priestley's on. Hi, Phil. Phil used to be an ex-J4K goalkeeper coach. Where are you now, Phil? Phil's one of the nicest guys that I've ever met. So, Phil, it was an honour for you to be in J4K for the years that you were. And Phil Priestley is the next professional goalkeeper, by the way. And Phil Priestley is on here now. And Phil Priestley saying Neil Edwards at Rochdale was 5'10", fantastic goalkeeper. Yeah, I actually played against Neil a couple of times when I was at Chester City. He was at Stockport County, if I remember rightly, Phil, if that's right. He's saying Rochdale as well. I'm sure I played against him at Stockport County as well. And he could basically boom the ball. I used to hate playing against him because he could kick the ball from his 18-yard box into my 18-yard box. It was a bit annoying. What was it? But yeah, what Phil Priestley was saying there, is Neil Edwards. He was only 5'10", and I played against Neil a few times, and he was a bloody good goalkeeper. I think he played for like 15, 18 years. I think wasn't it, Phil? So it just goes to prove if you're good enough, you're big enough. So again, guys, I'm going to pick the winner in the next couple of minutes. Okay, the next 60 seconds, shall we say. So again, So Phil Priestley, he's now the first team goalkeeper coach at Harrogate. Fantastic, Phil. I hope things are going well for you, Phil. As I say, Phil's the next J4K coach. Great coach, one of the nicest guys I've ever met in J4K. I was sorry to see you go, Phil. Okay, so Phil saying he was at Stockport County. Yeah, I thought I played against them, which was weird actually. Before I picked the winner, guys, at Stockport County, you used to have Neil Edwards in goal. He was like 5'10", and then their centre forward, what was his name, Phil? He was like 17'9". I forgot his name now. He was like 6'8", 6'9", but he was built like tall. So he wasn't like tall and thin. He was like tall and like massive. Was it something Francis? Kevin Francis, was it? It used to be scary. I used to hate playing against him. What was it? Lovely guy off the field. On the field, he was terrifying. So, okay, sorry guys. So I'm going to answer one more question, guys, and I'm going to obviously. So let's have the hearts coming again. Just make sure as well, guys. When I'm not live, please feel free to drop a message on a private message and say, "Hey Ray, can you speak about this topic next?" If you've got my email address, because one of the things that I do as well, I give my personal email address out. So again, as I say, if anyone's got a question, just email me. Again, most people don't give their personal email addresses out. I do. The only thing that I ask, guys, sometimes it can take me like 5 or 6 days to get back to you because I do get an awful lot of emails. Phil Priestley saying, yeah, it was Kevin Francis, Phil, yeah. Lovely guy off the field, completely frightening on the field. Okay. Dean Morgan saying, like the Wickham striker. So Dean, I'm guessing the Wickham striker is a big guy. Okay. Amy Bell saying, practice makes perfect. Okay, guys. So what I'm going to be doing now, I'm going to be picking a winner tonight. Okay, yeah. And I'm going to pick this winner tonight, okay. What was it? Basically, because to be honest with you, this guy is on every single. I think he's been on every single live one that we've done. So it's a male, okay, guys. So the females on there again, guys. Okay, I do apologise, but this guy is not only on all the time. He's always answering questions. He's been a tremendous supporter of J4K. Obviously, when we've had the trolls, he's always been there attacking the trolls with J4K, which we really do appreciate. You don't have to do that, but obviously we appreciate it. But as I said, I'm going to go with Craig Francis Jones. Okay, so Craig is actually on YouTube. Okay, so normally we pick Facebook. So today we picked a winner from YouTube. Okay, guys, yeah. So guys, if you're on YouTube, let's give Craig a big fantastic. Let's give Craig a congratulations, guys. If you're on Facebook, can we give Craig a big well done as well? That'll be much appreciated. Okay. Okay, guys, so the winner is Craig Francis Jones. What was it? And as I say, I'll stay on for one more minute, guys, just to make sure that Craig heard me okay. Okay, because I know obviously my internet has been dropping in and out. Also, don't forget, as I say, while I'm finishing off, don't forget, mums and dads, just a few things. We've got the golden ticket. We've got the golden ticket here, yeah. Every single day, J4K we send out a golden ticket somewhere in the world. So if you order from J4K and you get one of these golden tickets, it means you win a free pair of goalkeeper gloves. So every single day, J4K is giving away a free pair of gloves somewhere in the world. All you do when you get this, if you get one of these tickets, all you basically do, guys, is obviously have a picture of yourself in your gloves with your tickets, post it on your Facebook, and then share it with J4K so we can share your picture. Just so I think most people that follow J4K, they know that we do generally give away goalkeeping gloves. Obviously, but people that don't know us are going to go, yeah, that's nonsense. You know, who gives a pair of gloves away every single day? Well, we do in J4K. So again, appreciate it because we can let people know, hey, we are genuine. And then private message J4K to say, hey, I'm the winner. Here's my name, here's my order number, and then obviously, you know, you'll get a free pair of gloves sent to you. You'll get a free pair of gloves sent to you. So that's obviously the golden ticket. There was something else I was going to say. Must have been a lie. So as I say, guys, I'm going to be away now for about 8 or 9 days on a bit of a busman's holiday, but doing some goalkeeping training. I actually might try to go live while I'm coaching if I can. Depends if I can get Wi-Fi, guys. So if I can go live while I'm coaching, if you'd like me to do that, guys, I'd be more than happy to. Go live with my sessions, so you can actually, obviously, you know, see the legend or the legend in action. So if you want me to go live while I'm away, if I can get Wi-Fi, that is, guys, because we are going to win nice and relaxed. I'll be happy to do that. Okay, Andy Rhodes said, have you met Eric Steele? He taught my son amazing things. I've actually met Eric once. I got invited to Manchester City by one of the guys. I forgot the name, the title. I used to coach his 2 sons, and I got invited to watch Eric Steele train. So I watched Eric for about an hour. Had a bit of a chat to Eric. So yeah, I actually met him, but I actually personally don't know him, Andrea. Okay, so everyone's wishing me a good holiday. Thanks, guys, much appreciated. Okay, so Darren Parker saying, yep, okay, so Darren saying it's a good idea. So I will try my best to go live, okay? I'll try my best to go live and stream what I do when I go live, guys, when I'm on this busman's holiday. So I'm going to be going away, going to the beach, relaxing, but I'm going to be doing a bit of goalkeeping training while I'm there. And I think you'd be pretty impressed as well, by the way, where it's going to be, because it's somewhere that I've never been before, and I'm really, really excited to go, and to be going there, to take Just for Keepers there as well, to be coaching, to be sharing, sharing my knowledge with these guys. It's going to be on a Caribbean island, and I've been invited to go over to help these goalkeepers. So as I say, so you know, I'm excited to go. It sounds an amazing island where I'm going, and I'm going there to obviously help some goalkeepers, obviously with the development. I'm also there to go and do some goalkeeping coaching courses for the goalkeeping coaches as well. So I'll try my best to get the head cam on. I don't know if I can get a head cam around this big fat head here, but yeah, I'll try my best to. I'll try my best. If I get Wi-Fi, guys, I'll try my best to video it and go live stream. But it is literally in the middle of the Pacific Ocean where we're going, so I don't know how good the Wi-Fi is going to be. Okay, so as I say, guys, congratulations to Craig. So Craig, if you drop us a message, and then what we'll do is we'll get a pair of goalkeeping gloves sent to yourselves, guys. Okay, so listen, have a good day or good night wherever you are. Thanks for coming on. Have a good day. As I say, sorry, a good night. I'm going to say good night to yourselves, or have a good day if you're in another part of the world. And as I say, guys, thanks for coming on. If I'm not on for the next 8 or 9 days, it's because I couldn't get Wi-Fi access, because I've no idea what it's going to be like until I get there. But obviously, when I'm back, I'll obviously get back onto the live stuff again. But again, in between, if you need me to cover anything, drop me an email, drop a message, private message, J4K, and at least then I'll have some content to do when I come back. Okay, so listen, guys, have an amazing night here or day, depending on where you are in the world. Congratulations to Craig, and again, I'm going to put this link in here. So if you've not got a link to get the free ebook, Next Shot Matters, I'll send you that so you can get that completely free of charge, guys. Okay, forgot to mention that. I don't think I did mention that. Okay, so have a good one. Darren Parker saying, Ray, you're going past your half an hour. I know, my hobby's talking, Darren. So I'll try my best one day to stay on time. But guys, have a good day or good night, wherever you are. All the best.